Hey, what's up? This is Kount Fifth. My man R.M.L's got an announcement, so check it out.
All right, right now we want to go ahead and give a thank you to our sponsors. First up is Everlast Construction. If you've got a roof leak, if you've got siding damage, hail damage, any kind of damage that nature would have caused, and you need somebody to help you out, make sure you contact Everlast Construction. You can hit them up just on the line, on the web. You can follow them on Instagram. I believe they're also on Twitter. And they can handle all your roofing needs. Everlast Construction. Also, if you're in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and you are looking for vintage video games, we mean Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, N64, GameCube, Wii, PS1, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, any games like that.
Atari, Dreamcast.
And television. If you're looking for any of those things, or if you're looking for vinyl records, used records, new records, turntables, needles, accessories, make sure you stop by Records and Rarities. Located in the Springfield Town Center. Records and Rarities, second level, next to Target. They've got all your turntable needs, record needs, video game needs, everything.
Comic books.
Yeah, they even got arcade games if you want to stop by and drop some quarters. You can go ahead and check out their website, recordsandrarities.com. Boom!
You are now listening to the Man Bites Dog Podcast with your hosts R.M.L and Kount Fifth.
What's up, guys? We are back. This is episode 4. So we're super excited. We've got a lot of things going on today. We've got a lot of exciting people to talk to. So this is your host, R.M.L.
And I am Kount Fifth.
And we're excited. We're just excited to be talking to you.
Yeah.
Not sure how many of you there are just yet, but
we're just getting started, man. The train is picking up the speed.
Yeah. So, and those of you that are already listening,
but we need your support.
Tell other people.
That's right. Share it. Some interesting stories. It's going to keep getting better, like I said.
And we're going to do some new things. One of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be, trying to help you out, give a little service to you. And one of the things that might help you is knowing what the weather is.
That's right.
I know you could go on your phone or you could look on your watch.
But I miss growing up with
Willard
we
Scott.
had Bob Ryan and Willard Scott, and we had all these guys, you know.
So we thought what would be interesting is to have our own weather person.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I think so. So let's go ahead, and we're not going to tell you who it is. We're just going to go ahead and get him on the horn right now. Yo. So we've got the original weatherman on the phone.
What up?
So give us the weather.
So look, right now in Columbus, the weather report is 38 degrees, mostly cloudy. It's a little chilly, man. You might want to grab, it's not too cold, but it's not too hot. You know what I'm saying? If you were prostituting hoes, hypothetically, you would need them to wear like a little sweater, maybe like a little turtleneck or something.
So pimps out there, you've heard it first from Copyright.
The original weatherman.
The original weatherman. It's sweater weather.
It's a little chilly out there.
It's a little chilly. How have you been, brother?
I've been good, bro. How are y'all?
We're doing fantastic. We're better, doing better now that we're talking to you.
Hey, man. That's
now
how
we
I
got
feel
that
about
report.
y'all, man.
There we go. And everybody out there who lives in Columbus or near it, you know what the weather is.
That's it.
Everybody else, look it up.
You got a
Yeah,
phone.
look it up.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Pete. Take care, brother.
Appreciate you,
Love
dog.
y'all. Yo, peace.
Peace. That actually might be the best weather report since Groundhog Day. Actually, Bill Murray's in trouble.
Oh man, he is. I didn't read the article. What was the incident that happened?
He's being accused of, I guess, sitting on a woman's lap and trying to forcefully kiss her. I guess that's what they said.
And who was this woman? She was just like
I think she was a crew
part
member.
of the production.
Yeah, I'm not
team.
sure if she was actual cast or crew, but she worked on the production.
Didn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It was Aziz Ansari's, I think, directorial debut, and he had already had some.
He had some issues.
He almost got Me Too'd, I believe.
Oh man, what Aziz?
I don't know the whole thing, so I don't want to fully say that. But
shit
yeah,
is crazy. B.
It's so that was like we said, that we want to do something different. So each episode we are going to be having the one and only copyright, giving you exactly what he just gave you right now.
Pete.
The weather.
Yep.
From the Weatherman. Ha ha. See how we did that? Co-founder of the Weatherman. We were actually talking about that the other day. We got an idea, something that might be coming out. We'll see. Yeah, copy. We talked about that the other day.
Yeah.
So we'll see what comes from that. So how's your week been?
Man, it's been chill. Getting back from the weekend, and I had my daughter's birthday. It was on the 9th, and it was Saturday. We had a party. It was good.
How was the party?
It was fun.
Yeah, what'd you guys do?
We just had a party at the crib, and had a bunch of family come over, and
serve food.
Thing. Yeah, had pizzas and.
Where was the pizza from?
I believe it was Joe's.
We don't really talk about it too much, but we are from Northern Virginia.
That's right. That's right.
Which is about 20 minutes outside of the DC area.
Yeah.
About where we live. I've bounced all over this area.
And the United States.
Yeah.
And actually the world.
Yeah. I lived in Germany. I went to high school in Germany. But Kount Fifth also has lived in several places in Northern Virginia.
Since you've met me, you've seen me move a lot. Yeah, I've moved, which is funny because my early life, I didn't move like once, you know what I mean? For like most of my beginning and all the way up to high school, like almost graduation. It was like in one place, it's crazy.
He lived in more of kind of the city area of Fairfax.
Mm-hmm.
So Fairfax County is actually one of the richest counties in the country.
I think it's number 2.
Yeah, it's a big county. There's a lot of people in it. And there's lots of different parts of the county.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like
it's spread out.
Yeah, it's not like all of the county is rich by any means.
There's a lot of land, but I mean, it's built up now. I mean, Fairfax is big, and it was big back when I was living there growing up in the late 80s and early 80s and 90s. It was crazy. Yeah, back then.
I grew up in a military family, so we did a couple of tours here. So we did one in the mid 80s. I think we came in like 85. And that time we lived on Bowling Air Force Base, which is actually in DC.
Mm-hmm.
They call it Bowling Bottoms. Yeah. It stinks.
It is a water treatment?
The sewage.
Or the sewage, that's what it is.
Sewage treatment facility. Sewage treatment. It's actually right next door.
It's when you drive by it, it's all you smell.
And I lived there. We had to boil our water.
Deal with that shit all the time.
Yeah, and you hear all these Camp Lejeune things coming out.
Oh, right.
So I keep waiting. So
keep waiting for it to happen, man. Jeez, that's pray it doesn't.
Yeah, but Bowling Bottoms, that's what we called it, because at 5 o'clock when the winds would change.
Yeah.
It did not smell the best.
Yuck.
So we lived there, and then we ended up moving to Alabama, and then we ended up coming back to DC.
Sure, that was culture shock.
Yes, it was. Alabama in the 80s was severely racist.
Oh, I bet.
When you move to a new place, when you're in the military and you move to a new place, they have people that kind of help you. They take you around. They kind of show you the area. They show you the school systems and everything. We went to a school down there that they had showed us to. It was a public school. And now this is in the 80s. And when we went to this public school, there was metal detectors. And it was an elementary school. So my mom, she kind of freaked out. Now, I was already going to private school because I was already living in D.C. on Bowling. Mm-hmm. And the school systems there, not so much the best at the time. Yeah. So I was already going to a Catholic school, which is interesting because I was Mormon at the time. So I would go to school during the day and be told a completely different version of religion than what they would teach us on Sundays.
Yeah.
And it was another thing too, that it was really kind of keep it hush hush that you're going to Catholic school when we go to Mormon church, because if you've known the two religions, they're vastly different. So I end up at another private school in Alabama, and that private school, while I attended it, and it was again, 1st grade through 6th grade, there was one Jewish student.
Wow.
There was no minorities.
That was it. Just like
one Jewish student. That was the minority. And she was Caucasian, obviously.
It's just what religious minority. I mean, because she's not Christian, she's
Correct.
not white.
And that tells you what the makeup of the school was.
This was where?
This was in Montgomery, Alabama. And this is
wow.
1986 or 87.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal, you know, because she had to explain to the class. Because, again, the school it was called St. James. So it had a Catholic-leaning name, but no religion was taught there. Unlike the Catholic school that I went to in the D.C. area, where they did, absolutely. You had to say the rosary.
I was going to say, what do they do? You're crazy.
Yeah, so it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting circle. If you've been a part of the military, then you understand that every couple of years you get new orders and you pack up and you go. It's a nice way to see the world, but...
Well, you never know. That's the thing, too. You could get comfortable somewhere or not even get comfortable somewhere, and then you're just bouncing around. You have no idea. It's up to them. They just change. So it's crazy.
I kind of had a choice. My freshman year, I was living with my mother. My parents had divorced. Things had kind of gone off the rails for me. And my dad had gotten orders to go to Germany. I had a friend at the time.
So that's when you moved to Germany and you went to high school over there.
Yeah, the monkey wrench incident is the incident that kind of had that. Yeah, that wasn't really too much of a choice. It was either you could go to Germany with your father or you could stay here in the United States.
Deal with some things.
And deal with some things.
Yeah, word. So it was a smart decision. It's good. Plus you get to travel, man. You get to experience, I'm sure it's like leaving friends here and you're like...
Culture shock.
Yeah, again. The whole, especially at that age, is to experience that change is probably,
there's a lot of freedom in the United States. If you haven't lived outside.
I was going to say, it's not, word.
Sundays, in Germany, everything's closed. At least it was in the 90s.
You can shut the shit down, right?
There's restaurants are open and that's it. So we're used to, in the United States, on a Sunday, that's your day off. You're not going to school.
This is off base, too. This wasn't just
this is the Germans.
In the towns, yeah.
This is the Germans. The Germans like to walk on Sundays. They would literally just go out in mass and walk.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it's such a largely mass tradition to do something like that.
It was in the 90s. I can't speak for the culture now, but
what
in the
town
90s,
was this?
This was in Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
So this is outside Stuttgart, a small town called Weinigen. And I was living on a military base called Patch Barracks. I was fortunate because I was living in a house.
Right.
Most of my friends at the time were living in an apartment. And this allowed me to have a small room in the basement where I was able to get my Gemini turntables.
Nice.
I had a 626 mixer. I had a small 4-track.
You had a guitar too.
Yep. And what I was doing at the time was, back then I was actually rapping.
Yeah.
And
crazy.
there was no producers, instrumentals. You could get them on the vinyl. But otherwise I was trying to make my own.
Your own
remixes.
Or mashups or whatever you could pull together.
Machine. Yeah.
Right.
Taking an
Doing
instrumental.
it on the turntables.
Yeah. Doing it with turntables.
How were you recording it? You recording it to
with the 4-track.
Yeah, that's right.
What I would do is I would take one track. I remember specifically it was the Big Pun album. I had somehow got some instrumentals. I got my hands on a couple of instrumentals. And I also had a Sadat X album, the Wild Cowboys album, with a couple of instrumentals from that.
Dope.
So what I was doing was I was taking, I forgot what song it was, but I was taking the instrumental, recording it on one track, coming back on track 2, and for the chorus, I was taking B.B. King's The Thrill Is Gone.
Nice.
So I could have a singing chorus.
Right on.
And then on the third track was myself.
Right.
That's what's up. It was pretty garbage, because it's
whatever,
cassette.
man. You was trying. You was like, you everyone starts somewhere. It's whether how far you take it, how dedicated you wanted to do. You were trying
I
things
just loved
out.
hip hop, bro.
I did a lot of things. That's what I'm saying. We love music.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing instruments since I was 5-6 years old. You know what I mean? Like my dad had a band. I was around instruments all the time. So like, and I just I was just had the gift of music and rhythm, so I could just figure stuff out. I'm blessed with it. So it is.
Well, speaking about
but yeah, back
rhythm
to
and music and everything, this guy, the first guy we're going to talk to, we first started working with him. This is a long time ago.
On the Swashbuckler.
Yeah, we did a song with him. I want to say that was
Brycon.
Yeah,
Once again,
Brycon.
we talked about him.
2007, I think.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was early on.
That's when we first worked with Awol One.
Yep.
So entertainment was personal.
Yep. Entertainment is personal.
Yep.
It's on the Swashbuckler.
And it's produced by Brycon.
It's produced by Brycon.
Yeah.
That was kind
so
of
we're going to get him on the horn now. We've got a bunch of stuff to talk with him about. Count Fist got a new single with him and Copyright coming out.
That's right. That's
so
right.
We're going to call him now.
Hey, how's it going?
Peace, man. What's going on?
Oh, man. Just chilling. Kind of working a little bit. Just chilling.
Nice.
Yeah. How are you guys?
We're well.
Doing very well.
Dope. Oh, yeah.
How's the weather out there?
Today it's super cold, man, and it was raining all night, so everything's kind of wet, but it's weird because it kind of looks sunny, but then you go outside and it's cold, but I don't know. I think cold to us is...
I was going to say, what's cold to y'all out there?
Oh, man, when it's in the 50s, it's cold to us.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Yeah. Shoot, when I was out there, it was cold. I was out there, it was in like April or May one time, and I think it was even like March or April, and it was colder out there than it was over here. It was like, because it's humid in VA. It's different. You got the dry heat over there. It's a little bit more humid. It gets hot over here though.
Dang. So when does the snow stick till like what, February or March or?
Oh yeah,
we get snow in March for sure.
We've
even got snow in April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Have you always lived on the West Coast?
Yeah, for most of my life, yeah. There was a minute that, we moved around a little bit because my pops was like a little, he would change jobs a lot. So there was a time where we moved and I lived in Utah for like 2 years. We lived like right across the street from the Ute Indian Reservation.
Oh, wow.
So I went to school out there for like 2 years, man, and we got I got the whole experience, man. The snow and everything.
So were you in like a Mormon town out there? Or?
It was predominantly Mormon.
Right.
Like I had a few Mormon homies. Most of my friends were from the tribe because we all went to school together and all that.
Right. Dope. But
yeah, I mean my mom and dad were Catholics, so we went to like this tiny little Catholic church. But I mean most of the town, it was pretty Mormon, but everybody was pretty nice.
I actually grew up in the Mormon church.
Okay.
and Catholic.
Yeah, we were just talking right before we called you. It's a weird thing, but funny. We were just talking about how I was in the Mormon church as a kid, but the school systems where I was living at, the public schools weren't the best. So my parents sent me to Catholic school.
Oh, okay.
So they're preaching Catholicism to me Monday through Friday, and then on Sunday I'm getting Mormonism.
Wow. Yeah, growing up, like in junior high through high school, like one of my best friends was LDS, and his family, they're amazing people, man.
Yeah.
They're great people, man.
Yeah. LDS, Latter-day Saints.
Oh, true indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, Fifth was looking at
some
me.
Code word, man. Right there, like what is it? Brigham Young University was right there.
Oh,
too,
yep.
BYU.
Yeah. BYU.
Very strict school. Very strict school.
Yep, that's right. Know about
that.
Man. So what have you been up to, sir?
Oh man, shit. Just kind of finishing up this record that I've slowly been chipping away at like all year. And actually this Thursday, I'm mastering with Kev, so it's like
nice.
Whatever I get done by Thursday, like that's the curtain call, you know.
Right. Just making that the final death date for it, right? to finish it up, huh?
Yeah, exactly, man. And then I thought it was kind of done, and then like I'll make a little something, or somebody will like, you know, email me a verse, or you know, I'll end up in the studio with somebody. So then it kind of like just keep kind of adding on to it, and you know, it was supposed to be just like a 25-minute piece, and right now it's like clocking in at like 58 minutes. So it just kind of keeps growing and shit. It's like
that's dope.
It's like some mold or some bacteria.
Just keeps growing. That's dope. What's the name of the album?
It's called Scribble Face.
Scribble Face. That's dope.
Man.
Who's producing on it?
I'm pretty much doing all the production. I recorded some of it over at DJ Hoppa's, and I mixed a little bit with Kev, and so like, you know, they're definitely guiding me, but for the most part, I produced everything.
Dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got a fucking sick ass posse cut, copies on it. Copy fucking murked it, dude. His verse is fire as fuck.
Hell yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
And then yeah, a bunch of people are on that posse cut, man. Mike Eagle, fucking Buck 65.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh shit. I ain't heard.
The homie Denku from Milwaukee, and Satire, and yeah, this shit's wild, man.
How long is the song?
That one's like almost 9 minutes.
Holy smokes.
It's like one of those like throwback fucking underground rap tape posse cuts, just verse after verse.
And the album is out now, or when does it drop?
We're gonna drop the single in January, and then like the whole record in February.
Dope.
Now do you got Fat Mike on the album?
Alongside the Three Chillers, and and like a Cloaks remix album.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah,
is Fat Mike on the album?
He is not, but Sam and Chesky are.
Nice.
You know, from the Co-Defendants, and Fat Mike does do like some funny like vocal drop thing for the Cloaks remix record, but we didn't. But I didn't put it on my record.
Word up.
Yeah, man.
How did you guys meet?
I met him through Chesky. You know, Chesky. I know you guys know him.
Oh yeah.
But, like people that don't, he's like the creator of Fake 4 Inc. And you know, and yeah. So I don't know. We've been friends for so long, and every time he comes to LA, you know, we always just link up. And then he was down here at Mike's, and he was recording, and then I had wanted to meet Sam because, you know, I knew of him through like, you know, just him being a Bay Area graffiti cat. And so, and to make a long story short, like Chesky invited me over to Mike's house, to his studio, and he happened to live like so fucking close. It was crazy. So then they just started calling me over, and then I just ended up going over there all the time, just drinking beers and just fucking hanging out, and we all just ended up becoming friends. And I was just kind of there along the whole process of the Co-Defendants, you know, the creation of that record, and then so to make a long story short, Fat Mike started this new label called Bottles to the Ground, and you know, that's what Co-Defendants is going to come through that, but it looks like the Cloaks are going to do a record through that as well, you know, produced by Sam. So yeah, like some Cloak Defendant shit.
Nice. Staying busy as always, man. It's good shit.
Yeah, I can't afford not to, man.
I know.
You know, I got a family to support.
Absolutely. And you got the Speaker Face website too.
Yes, sir. yeah, I just I try to, you know, drop at least a design a month, and you know, I also print, you know, for, you know, other cats that, like, you know, go on tour and shit. You know, they need band shirts and all that. So if I'm not printing for myself, then, you know, I'm doing something, designing or printing for somebody.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you gotta check. If you're not familiar with my man's artwork, and check out Speaker Face. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I love what you do. I have a couple of shirts from you. You know what I'm saying? So I love that website. Yeah. So yeah, man. Make sure y'all check that shit out.
Thank you, man. Thanks.
I think the first time the three of us met was at South by.
It was a South by Southwest.
2014.
Yep.
Okay.
It was at DJ Notion was having a barbecue out there, and
that's right.
I think my man Swanberger was there, and
you had the Mombi book.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, I remember that day, man. It was kind of like at a house type of a spot. Everyone was rocking in the living room, and it's pretty fun, man.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. It was a good time.
Do you have any stories? We've been asking people if they've got any interesting stories that they wanted to share.
About like
anything
in general.
Anything, usually hip hop.
South by, or just
like no. Usually it's usually music related. Is the stories that have been shared so far?
Well, yeah, like did something happen? Have you had an interesting story that happens?
Like we were talking about the time Everlast yelled at me. Did we talk about that yet?
No, so we didn't. No,
we didn't. No. Have you been over to Everlast before?
You know, dude, I honestly haven't met him. And that's bizarre because we know so many
mutual people,
mutual friends, and he even just narrated the Can't Be Stopped documentary. And,
oh wow!
You know, and it's weird. I just haven't met him personally, and yeah, it's bizarre. I know we'll eventually cross paths. You know,
no doubt.
And then you shall too have a story.
Maybe. Why did he yell at you,
we were doing a video. We had come out to California. We were doing a video. The video was with Planet Asia, Apathy, and Rock Marciano.
That's right.
We needed a location to go at. We were driving around looking for locations. Apathy had a relationship with Everlast. He hit up Everlast and said, "Yo, we're looking for a spot to shoot at. Can we shoot at your studio?" He said, "Sure, come on by." We went to a spot. He was very cool, very cordial. We filmed.
He was cool.
We filmed outside. We filmed a little bit inside. But while we're there, you see, and the other thing that's funny is I'm the only dude in the car who's an Everlast fan.
Well, I mean, I like Everlast.
Did you ever buy any of his albums?
I had Whitey Ford on cassette, bro. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm an Everlast fan. I had all 3 House of Pain albums. Most people didn't even have the third one.
You were definitely more of
I was excited. Fan. So we get there to the studio. He's there, you know, so I thought, well, shit, let's get a cameo from him. He's here. And I asked him once, and he didn't hear me. He goes, huh? And I said, yeah, can we do a cameo real quick? We're going to do videos, man.
That's what he said to me.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Yeah.
He looked at him funny, and he's like, wait, we're going to do videos, man.
Yeah, we're going to do videos, man. It just happened that it got super quiet in the room at the time.
Yeah, I remember walking out of the room.
Yeah, nobody said anything after that. It was like everything just packed up the equipment.
It was awkward.
Yeah, nobody said anything.
Yeah.
Just walked out. And he gave me a CD. Yeah. He was like, yo, here's a CD.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah, dude, honestly, man, I have like an old Rhyme Syndicate tape, and Everlast was on the posse cut. And that was way back in the day, man. It was like Donald D, fucking Ice-T.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, Everlast was like the only white dude in that camp and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn, I'm trying to think of the other cats that were in Rhyme Syndicate. I think, yeah, there's probably, what's up?
Ice-T was on that. I think he was on the cover of the Everlast's first album, where he's in the boxing ring.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I remember that that cover actually of that record.
Yeah, and not the best album, honestly. Kind of like Gangstar's first album. I don't really love that album.
Step Into the Arena?
Is that's the first album? Yeah, where they have the flat tops?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a fan.
Oh, dude, that's where Manifest is on that one.
I know.
Ooh, shit.
Might not have been the first one. I might be wrong with that.
I might have to.
I don't know. The joint where they got the
disagree with
flat
that.
tops, I'm not a fan. That's like the rhyme styles are completely different, bro. I mean, some
Just
people
early
might
on.
be.
I mean, when did you hear it though? Did you hear it when it
I heard
first
it
came
after.
out?
I'd already heard Hard to Earn.
See,
that'll fuck you up.
Style is you can't go
Yeah.
backwards like that.
No, you can't hear Mass Appeal and then go to that.
I mean, you're not going to appreciate it like you did if you actually grew up with the album. I mean, you'd Step Into Arena would have more meaning if you actually heard it when it dropped. All that. But
all right, Tony. So do you have any?
The second one, it's more polished.
No, it was No More Mr. Nice Guy. My bad. It was No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Yes, that is what it is.
That was the first one was No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, Step in the Arena was dope because that had X to the Next on it.
Yeah, no, Step in the Arena was ridiculous. That was where they were really starting to change the formula, and you know what I mean? It was definitely stepped up from that point.
Yeah, you could tell that they kind of owned their sound, and it was like just a little more refined and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't get to meet him till like he was already like in the Jazz Mataz era, so it was kind of
wow.
He's a little bit more like mellow. And
Where did you meet Rue at?
I actually met him a few times, man. I met him through Rob One because he worked at EMI, so he had kind of helped put the Jazz Mataz shit together.
That's right. That's dope. That's incredible. Wow.
Yeah, so there a couple times I got to just hang out real briefly, but he was always a good dude, man.
That's dope.
Yeah, I met him one time.
That's right. You did meet him one time.
Yeah, I asked him why he recycled his verse too.
Damn, like, what? You asked a legend that shit, man.
I was in high school.
You didn't know. You didn't know.
I wanted to know. I figured, how the fuck am I going to find out?
That's a good
It's
question.
like when I asked Death, yo, have you ever heard the Tupac joint with Meth and Red?
Got my mom made up.
Yeah, and at the end of it, you hear Rebel Lioness.
the Rebel.
Ness.
Yeah.
What does he do?
So it's the ad libs of Inspector Deck because he was on the song. He had like 9 or 10 people had dropped verses on that song.
Yeah, that was not really Pac's song. He took
Corrupt.
that.
Yeah, it was Corrupt and Daz had it. His Daz produced it, and Corrupt had it.
And the story that we were told.
Yeah,
because I asked Deck about that.
Yeah, that's
it's
what
like,
they told
why
us.
are you on that?
And he said he took it off, but for some reason it was because it was tape back then, so I don't think he could remove it. I don't think there was he couldn't take the ad libs off the end, or he wanted to leave them on, or something like that.
But Busta Rhymes had a verse on that.
Did he?
That's what he said.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's what he said.
That's wild.
Yeah. But yeah, I asked Guru about. Did you ever hear the third House of Pain album?
What's up, man?
Did you ever hear the third House of Pain album?
You know what? I didn't, man. I'm an art person, and that I think is when they like kind of flipped their logo and they did like some shiny like metallic logo or something.
They did.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just like a fucking sign for a restaurant. Like if the sign looks like shit, I don't even like want to eat there, man. It's like it doesn't look appetizing, you know. So I think by that time I was like, man, this doesn't look appetizing. I never really gave it a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably dope. I don't know.
He's got a verse on there. It's on a remix. Do you know the song "You Know My Steez"?
Yep.
Same verse.
Oh yeah, from You Know My Steez.
Shit, no way.
Yeah. This was like 2 years prior.
Yeah.
To Moment of Truth.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
96.
It's a good album. The third House of Pain album, Sadat X's verse on it is one of my favorite Sadat X
on it. Yeah, I mean, who was producing on it?
Lethal.
Was Lethal producing?
Lethal and Everlast.
Oh, no. Them, yeah.
Lethal had beats, bro.
Yeah.
Then they also had the other dudes part of the group. I forgot their names. They had 2 other dudes come in because Danny Boy wasn't really rapping on it.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. Doesn't Danny Boy own like like a museum. It's like the old house where they filmed the fucking the Outsiders or something.
Is it really?
Oh, I knew he had a
know that.
clothing company.
Yeah, I knew he had the clothing company.
Yeah, a couple like band cats that I know, because he's into all genres and shit. So they'll like go by his like place and take pictures and shit. I guess.
Oh wow!
I guess he kind of turned it into like a little museum or something.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Next time where I have to go out there, check it out.
Yeah, I don't know what state it is though, man.
Oh, really? It's not out in Cali, or you're not sure?
No, it's not in Cali. I think it's fuck. I don't know.
That's all good. We can figure it out. That's dope.
Yeah, it's the Outsider's house.
The Outsider's
He
house.
must have been like some crazy fan and just like.
When I gotta get to Outsider's house.
I'm gonna submerge myself into this movie.
Yeah.
You got
that
a favorite
was a dope movie though, man.
Oh, it is a good movie. I mean, the cast was crazy.
Right?
Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, and the director. I mean, like, it was crazy. Yeah,
Oh,
movie.
really? It's Coppola, huh?
Yeah, Coppola did it. I mean, there was a lot of. I think Tom Cruise was doing like method acting in it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
So, I mean, if you think about it, Ralph Macchio doesn't really have too many real credits besides Karate Kid.
Yeah, he did that one before Karate
He did.
Kid.
Well, I don't know. It was around the same time, probably.
Word.
Imagine going from that to
It
Karate
might
Kid
have been
2.
around the same time, but for some reason I picture him like
Younger. Yeah.
than them.
Might have been a couple years.
C. Thomas Howell.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Did you ever see the film Soul Man?
Oh, man. Would have never flew today, bro.
Dude, that movie would not fucking fly nowadays.
That's what I'm saying. It would have never flew today, man. No way.
No, dude. Nobody.
I can't believe they got away with even doing that shit. Like I don't even know. Because I remember seeing the previews for it. Like what? Like what the? You know?
Dude. Yeah, yeah. Nowadays, man, that shit is.
Yeah, man.
80s bullshit.
Not getting green lighted.
Nah.
No, it's crazy racist. Yeah, it's crazy racist.
Yeah, I can't actually. I don't even remember the storyline. I just remember it was just.
He was trying to go to Howard, I believe, Howard University, maybe.
Oh my
Trying
God.
to get into.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I think he was. I
That's
think he
wild.
was trying to get a
Into an all-black
scholarship. I
school?
think, and he might have been going to an all-black school too.
Wow.
I just recall the movie as a kid,
Yeah.
and I didn't understand why he was putting the tanner on himself.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand that. And and it was called Soul Man, so I kept expecting James Brown to be a part of it.
Damn, B.
And James Brown never came out that I recall.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't want nothing to do with that, man.
No, man.
Do you have a favorite movie?
He's like, I've spent too much time fighting for equal rights to fucking go backwards and shit.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie? Do you
Oh man, dude, we were
hard to
talking
do.
about this the other day. That's really, really fucking hard to.
it's hard to narrow down, right? Because it depends on genre. Like, I mean, but if anything
Yeah,
trumps
it's mood,
all.
right? So a lot of it is mood.
Yeah, it is.
But if there's a movie I could just throw on in the background, I've probably seen Beetlejuice like fucking 30 or 40 times.
Word up.
Are you excited
I
for
have
the
a
sequel?
VHS. I have like a little VHS player in my shop, and then
dope.
we'll be playing music or having TV in the background or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, so like Beetlejuice is always like one of those go-to fucking flicks.
It's funny. It is a classic. I was just turning my kids on to it the other couple weeks ago. It's funny. I watched it, and we watched it like a couple times. I don't think we finished it, but yeah, it's a classic, man.
So good, man. And then like a couple years ago, they asked me to do the music for like Beetlejuice did a collab with this makeup company that my wife does graphic design for. And,
Oh, wow.
So I got to score the commercial, and then they had to play it for Dude to okay it.
Oh, shit.
And, I remember being nervous as fuck, man. I was like, Danny Elfman has to like okay my fucking my thing and whatever. And yeah, dude, and it ended up, you know, it all worked out.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah, it was a trip.
Damn. So that's for the new one, or for the second one that's coming out?
No, it was actually they did a collaboration with this makeup company. That my wife's a graphic designer. She's the senior designer at this company called Melt, and Melt did like an official collab with Warner Brothers for Beetlejuice, and like the fucking packaging is like super extravagant, and you know the commercials, everything was top notch. And so that's like incredible. They didn't really have anybody that to kind of emulate, you know, like a Beetlejuice vibe type of you know, the thing. And then I honestly I didn't think I could do it, and then I hit up the homie Kenny Siegel, because he does a lot of like production in that you know style, like, you know, for commercials and movies and shit, so he could kind of emulate, you know, like a vibe. So I had asked Kenny about it, and then you know, he was super busy, so it was just like the whole timing of the shit. And so I ended up doing a version, and then they were like, yeah, we love it. So then I kind of refined it, added a bunch of, you know, Elfman sounds, like big cymbals and fucking sick. Like little, you know how he has his little style.
Yeah, it's big and, you know, and dark and, you know, kind of quirky, you know.
Yeah, it's almost marching band a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with the percussion and definitely loud splashes, crashes, and all that, timpanis and stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Well, word up, man. Well, we're excited about the new joint that we're about to put out too, man. The Three Chillers joint. You know, we got that coming too, so we're excited about that, man. Putting that out on the 7-inch. So yeah, that's gonna be good, man. We're excited.
Actually supposed to be coming in next week.
That's right.
Oh shit, dude, nice. I love those cuts, man. I had those things on repeat for a minute, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, so I know when we all finally get together and, you know, do some performance and some vid shit, I'll have my verses down, you know.
Word up. Yeah, man, that's good. That's good, because you're gonna be coming out after the new year at some point. So I know you're coming out to VA. We got some things planned. So yeah, man, gonna get it all together.
Dope. Yeah, I'm excited, man. You know, I haven't really toured in a couple years, so, you know, next year I'm starting to fill in the gaps, and, you know, I'm super psyched to hook up with you guys again, and
hell yeah, man,
and link with Copy and fucking rock these songs out, man.
Yeah, because we were just talking about how it was when we first met, we did the Entertainment is Personal joint for the Swashbuckler and shit. So yeah, man, Brycon, yeah.
So yeah, man, yeah. Every once in a while, I'll still run across that cut, man. It's a good one, dude.
It is. It's a good joint.
Up to
it does, dude.
Test.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's still relevant. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
You know. Sometimes you make the song. Certain shit is just banger for that season, you know, and then there's certain cuts where you could pretty much play it 3-4 years later and it still sounds original.
Bangs. Yeah. That's the timeless joints, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Well, Awol One, Tony, we appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Dog in the house.
Yeah, man. We'll be in touch, brother.
All right, bro. Take care, man.
Word up. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Peace. Yo, that was such a great conversation.
Yeah, man. He's a good dude.
Definitely is, bro.
Super talented. Like, I mean, that's, you know, what can you say?
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, man, get familiar.
Yeah.
Dude is talented.
Like the Tom Waits of hip hop. He's such an original voice, too.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah. It's just he's got an original aesthetic, style.
I mean, his voice is original, you know?
Yeah. I mean, when you hear him, you're not going to confuse him for somebody else.
No.
Having an original voice in the world of music is difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
Very difficult.
He's got a great live show, too.
And he does it very well. So we appreciate having him on. In fact,
we're excited.
Let's play a verse from a word from our sponsor. The
all right, we'll play a snippet of his verse.
Last time
we did. We started out with
let's
copies.
Play Awol.
So now we're gonna play.
People are gonna be blown away. I mean, I really think so. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So let's play it while we go out on this episode. And next episode, we're going to be talking to Impulse and Double AB.
Right on.
Yeah, everybody take care. Have a good time. Stay warm out there, and we'll see you soon.
Or stay cool.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cause I'm a 70s baby, born out of wedlock, an infant warlock, straight stone like a bedrock. And all these men are just cremated equal, lifeless people giving birth to a prequel. We're creatures like tarantulas with wings and ripping apart MCs like fucking string cheese. I'm not dead, cause I'm not done. I got 6 livers working together as one, but in the veil of good news.
Thanks for tuning in to Man Bites Dog Records Podcast, episode 4. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel, Man Bites Dog Records, subscribe, and check out all the rest of our episodes up there. Shout out to our sponsors, Everlast Construction and Records and Rarities.